Every year, scientists uncover new species that defy belief. Some are giants bigger than blue whales, others give birth through their mouths, and a few are almost invisible with glass-like skin. What other strange secrets do these creatures hold? Join us as we reveal 30 bizarre, recently discovered creatures that will leave you amazed. Let's start. Trimeresurus Salazar is a brand new species of green pit viper discovered in the Himalayas and named after Salazar Slytherin from Harry Potter. What makes this discovery so fascinating is that it was found during a herpetological expedition in Arunachal Pradesh, India, a region that's become a hotspot for new species discoveries. The males of this species have a distinctive reddish to orange stripe running along their head and body, making them stand out from other pit vipers. This nocturnal predator represents just how much we still don't know about the biodiversity hiding in remote mountain regions. According to local beliefs, the Umkhovu is described as a spiritual dwarf animal created through witchcraft and used as a messenger. These creatures are said to grow up to 4 feet tall, but here's the problem. There's absolutely no scientific data or theory available about them. We managed to find footage that allegedly shows one of these creatures, but we can't verify its authenticity. This highlights how many mysterious sightings and local legends still exist around the world, waiting for scientific investigation. Now, let's dive deep beneath the ocean's surface to meet a fish with a head so clear, it changes everything we thought we knew. Macropinna microstoma, better known as the Barreleye fish, was first discovered by marine biologist Chapman back in 1939. But here's the shocking part. Scientists didn't realize it had a completely transparent head until 2004. Imagine studying an animal for 65 years and then discovering it has one of the most bizarre features in the ocean. This deep-sea fish lives at depths between 600 and 800 meters, and its transparent head houses tubular eyes that can rotate to look upward through its skull. The reason for this strange adaptation is their light-sensitive, green-capped eyes that help them spot prey silhouetted against the faint light filtering down from above. Why do you think the barreleye fish evolved such a unique feature? What advantage could a transparent head give in the deep sea? Or comment and chat with me. Glass squid was discovered in 1972 but is still making headlines today. This googly-eyed creature is completely transparent, with a body measuring approximately 7.9 inches and features enormous eyes that seem almost cartoonish. But the real magic happens underneath those massive eyes, where silvery patches of cells called photophores create bioluminescent camouflage. These cells emit light in multiple directions, effectively making the squid invisible when viewed from above. It's like having a built-in invisibility cloak that works by matching the light conditions around them. From cloaked shadows to glowing lures, the deep sea is full of tricks. Here's another hunter lighting up the dark. Lasiognathus Dinema is a recently discovered species of wolf trap angler found in the deep waters of the northern Gulf of Mexico. This fish lives at depths of 1,000 to 1,500 meters, where sunlight does not reach. It uses a brightly lit, bioluminescent lure attached to its head to attract prey in the dark environment. The prey, attracted to the light, swim toward the angler's large mouth. This hunting method is an effective adaptation for survival in the deep ocean. Siphonophore Apolemia, a creature that makes blue whales look short, incredible 46-meter length. This massive organism was discovered lurking 625 meters beneath the waves off the Western Australian coast during a deep-sea expedition led by the Schmidt Ocean Institute. When you look closely at this animal, you'll see intricate patterns and beautiful structures that seem almost alien in design. But here's what makes this discovery even more remarkable. We know almost nothing about how it lives, what it eats, or how it reproduces. It's a reminder that our ocean still holds secrets that dwarf anything we've seen before. Before continuing, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Ocean sunfish, also known as mola mola, and this fish can grow more than 2 meters in length and weigh an astounding 5,070 pounds. What makes this fish particularly bizarre is that it has no tail whatsoever. It's been described as a swimming head because it generates all its power from its mighty fins, which also allow it to swim on its side in a way that looks completely unnatural. These solitary giants cruise the oceans feeding primarily on jellyfish and zooplankton, though they can become meals for sharks and sea lions. The fact that something this large can survive on such small prey shows just how efficient these strange creatures have become. The gastric-brooding frogs were first observed in 1914 and last seen in 1985. Since then, scientists have been actively searching for them in the Australian wilderness. These frogs had a unique parenting method. The females would swallow their eggs, and the tadpoles would develop inside the stomach in the absence of acidic digestive juices. The mother effectively pauses her digestive system to protect her young, then gives birth by expelling fully formed froglets through her mouth. This remarkable biological process could have led to important treatments for stomach ulcers, but unfortunately the species may now be extinct, while potentially losing this medical opportunity. Speaking of prehistoric wonders, meet a shark so ancient it seems frozen in time. The frilled shark is an ancient species often referred to as a living fossil. It has been seen so rarely that each sighting attracts international attention. This shark is notable for its mouth filled with about 300 backward-facing, trident-shaped teeth arranged in 25 rows. When hunting, it moves in a way similar to a snake, coiling its body and then lunging forward to catch its prey with its sharp teeth. These sharks are found throughout the world's oceans but generally prefer to stay in deep waters, which is likely why they are not well known to most people. Icefish have evolved one of the most extreme adaptations on Earth. Their blood is filled with antifreeze proteins. And here's the shocking part: they have absolutely no red blood cells. These fish have clear blood running through their veins. This incredible adaptation allows them to survive in waters that would instantly kill most other fish species. Unfortunately, these amazing creatures are facing an uncertain future because the Southern Ocean is one of the fastest warming seas in the world, and nobody knows what will happen to these ice-adapted fish as their frozen world disappears. The headless chicken monster is one of the common names for a species of sea cucumber. It is also known as the Spanish dancer, but the name headless chicken monster is the most popular. Its scientific name is Neopalpa Donaldtrumpi, and it was filmed during a 2017 expedition to the Gulf of Mexico. Most of the time, this unusual creature crawls along the seafloor, feeding on surface sediments like an underwater vacuum cleaner. When threatened, it changes its behavior, swimming rapidly through the water with undulating movements that resemble a headless chicken moving quickly to escape. Now venture underground with a snake whose glowing scales might guide it through the darkness that few creatures survive. Achalinus Zugorum was found in Ha Giang Province, Vietnam, and immediately caught scientists' attention because of its scales that glow like pearls. The iridescent, oddly patterned scales aren't just for show, they're an adaptation for the snake's mostly underground lifestyle. These serpents spend most of their time burrowing through soil and leaf litter, and they've evolved without bright light photoreceptors in their eyes because they simply don't need them in their dark subterranean world. Scientists are eager to study these pearl-scaled beauties, but they're proving incredibly difficult to find since they rarely surface. Neopalpa Donaldtrumpi, a new species discovered in California and Mexico that was deliberately named after Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States. Now, before you think this was some kind of political statement, the scientist who discovered this moth had a very specific reason for the naming choice. He wanted to bring wider public attention to the urgent need for protecting fragile habitats in the United States that still contain countless undescribed species. It's a perfect example of how scientists sometimes use provocative names to shine a spotlight on conservation issues that might otherwise be ignored by the general public. The Vogelkop superb bird of paradise gained internet fame after a video of the male's courtship dance went viral. The male fans out his feathers to form a pitch-black oval with bright blue accents, resembling a glowing, smiling face that hops around mates. Their feathers absorb all light, creating one of the darkest colors on Earth and making the blue stand out intensely. Scientists believe these birds mainly eat fruit, but are still studying their behavior. The vampire squid, despite its ominous name, does not suck blood. Instead, when sensing danger, it can invert its body to display spiny projections, making it look like a different animal. Footage of this unique defense was released by the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute to highlight the need to protect deep ocean species from human impact. The squid's name comes from its dark reddish color and the webbing between its arms, which resembles a cape and reminds early researchers of classic vampire imagery. In February, volunteers cleaning Australia's beaches discovered a very rare albino green sea turtle. This turtle hatched on February 6th and was seen wandering the beach before returning to the ocean. While the albino turtle is striking in appearance, its chances of survival are lower than typical green turtles. A normal green turtle already faces odds of about 1 in 1,000 of reaching maturity, but an albino turtle is a greater risk because its bright white coloration makes it more visible to predators on land and in the sea. Which of these strange creatures blew your mind the most? And what do you think they reveal about the mystery still hidden in nature? Share your favorite discovery below. In Central Africa, researchers discovered 60 new species of dragonflies and damselflies, the largest number found at once in over a century. One striking species, called Sparklewing, was named Umagama after a 1969 music album, showing how scientists draw inspiration from culture. The region's unique soil supports this diversity, highlighting how much insect biodiversity remains undocumented. The psychedelic frogfish was first spotted in January 2008 near Ambon Island, Indonesia, raising the question of how such a vividly colored 8-centimeter-long fish remained undetected in waters frequently visited by divers. The mystery deepened in June when all 12 known specimens vanished, but not before researchers observed unique behaviors. Unlike many fish, it rarely swims and instead walks along the seafloor using its long, leg-like pectoral fins. When threatened, it escapes using jet propulsion, shooting water from gill-like openings near the back of its body while pushing off the bottom with its fins. The shape-shifting frog, found in the remote forests of Ecuador, possesses an ability that seems almost magical. These marble-sized amphibians can adjust the texture of their skin at will, transforming from completely smooth to rough and bumpy, depending on their surroundings. Watching their skin change in real time is mesmerizing, as the surface ripples and transforms before your eyes. This incredible adaptation allows them to blend seamlessly with different surfaces, whether they're sitting on smooth leaves or rough tree bark. It's like having a built-in costume change system that responds instantly to environmental needs. The Louisiana Pancake batfish, native to the Gulf of Mexico, was officially identified in 2010 during cleanup efforts following the oil spill. It gets its name from its flat, rounded appearance, which resembles a pancake. Its movement along the ocean floor has been compared to a bat crawling, making it one of the most unusual forms of underwater locomotion documented. These fish hunt invertebrates using chemical lures, essentially fishing for prey while blending in with marine debris. The Psychedelic Sea Slug is a small, 2.5-centimeter creature with vibrant red, blue, and yellow patterns that seem to glow. Its finger-like body protrusions give it an otherworldly appearance. Found near Okinawa, nearby islands in the Great Barrier Reef, it serves as a key link between coral-eating sea slugs and those that feed on tiny invertebrates called hydroids, helping scientists understand marine evolution. Don't miss out on our next deep dive into nature's strangest finds. Subscribe now and join the adventure. Scientists documented the world's first biofluorescent reptile, a hawksbill turtle that glows red and green in the dark. They discovered an entire population with this glowing coloration. While the exact process behind the glow is still unknown, this finding opens new research directions in marine biology and bioluminescence. A traveler in South Africa's Kruger National Park spotted a rare pink African elephant drinking from a river alongside its normally colored herd. This was a genuine pink elephant, believed to be albino due to a complete lack of melanin pigment. Like many albino animals, It has unique coloration that may make survival more challenging because it is more visible to predators and can experience sun sensitivity and vision issues. The Pignose Vampire Rat, despite its unusual name, is a small and vulnerable rodent from Sulawesi, Indonesia. It is notable for its large, hog-like nose that stands out on its tiny face. Even more remarkable are its long bottom incisors, which can grow up to 19 millimeters, unusually large for such a small animal. Researchers note that no other rodent species has dental features quite like this, making it one of the most unique mammals discovered in recent decades. The ninja lanternshark gets its name from its jet black color, prominent teeth, and pale eyes. However, these sharks are quite small compared to great whites, reaching only 46 centimeters in length. They live about 300 meters deep off Central America's coast, so encounters with swimmers are very rare. Like many deep-sea creatures, they have special light-producing organs called photophores that help them navigate and communicate in the dark depths where sunlight doesn't reach. This recently discovered species has unusual proportions compared to other salamanders, especially its enlarged thumbs and reproductive organs. While exciting for researchers studying amphibian evolution, it faces serious conservation concerns. Like about 1/3 of all known amphibians globally, this species is at risk of extinction. Leading biologists warn it may become extinct by the end of this century, possibly disappearing before we fully understand its biology and ecological role. Now meet a tiny frog with a nose that does more than just breathe. It puts on a show when calling for mates. The Pinocchio frog is a tiny, bizarre species that was found completely by accident in the isolated Foggia Mountains of Indonesia. The discovery happened in 2010 when this little frog wandered into a scientific research camp and decided to make itself comfortable on top of a bag of rice. The most obvious feature that makes this frog instantly recognizable is the unusual protuberance on its face that everyone calls its nose. But here's where things get interesting. This nose-like appendage is found only on males, and it becomes erect when they make their mating calls, then deflates back to normal size when they're quiet. Scientists still have no idea what the actual function of this inflatable nose is or how the frogs can control it so precisely. Lesula is a rare African monkey, the second new species discovered on the continent in nearly 30 years. Researchers John and Theres Hart found it unexpectedly in a school teacher's home in the town of Opala. The Lesula has strikingly human-like facial features and unique bright blue, bald patches around its genital area and hindquarters, unlike any other primate. At number 2 is a creature that sparked viral debates, a bat with a horse-like face, found in a Nigerian fish pond. This unusual animal is a hammer-headed bat, a type of megabat native to parts of Africa. Its large, distinctive head helps produce loud calls for communication and mating. The tiger spider is a large tarantula that can reach about 20 centimeters across when its legs are fully extended. It is recognizable by its gray and yellow stripes on its legs and body. These spiders usually live in old trees where they build webs and hunt. Due to deforestation, they have started moving into abandoned buildings and ancient structures, bringing them closer to human populations. Encounters with these spiders in such places are becoming more common as their natural habitats shrink. Scientists have identified only about 20% of all species on Earth, meaning millions of creatures remain undiscovered. These could include giant squids in unexplored ocean trenches, microscopic organisms with medical potential, and unknown flying animals in remote rainforests. Which of the 30 creatures we covered surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you love learning about nature's mysteries, subscribe and hit the notification bell to catch our latest discoveries. For more incredible finds, check out our video on terrifying deep-sea monsters discovered in the last 5 years. Thanks for joining this journey through some of science's most bizarre discoveries. Nature always has more to reveal. Keep exploring and stay curious. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.